All right, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Thank you guys for coming to the meeting. We're almost done having these meetings. Our last meeting will be December 16th. We'll have our next one November 18th. I will tell you that I am putting in Power School, the actual so you all can get credit as well too for attending the sessions as well. So we'll know how to integrate technology applications. We'll understand when to use them to drive instruction and gather data and be able to gather data to close the instructional gaps. So with our last meeting, has anything changed? Any new applications, pros and cons, things that y'all had to tweak, or different things that you found that you've been using that's different now? Yes, ma'am.
I have a concern, and I know the district is working on it. When we're doing our testing online, we have a group of students. It's hard to manage our resources with the number of students we have that need to test online. I don't know if those that are in the hybrid class are experiencing the same thing. If I have the Chromebook card in the morning to test the students for math, my partner can't test for reading. The tests are due the same day. So
Right.
what are we gonna do to help resolve this and decrease
Outside,
some of this
outside of
anxiety?
outside of keeping the window open with limited amount of devices, just kind of flip flop the days and everything else, especially if you're testing on the same day, to where I can open it up to give the ability to say, hey, if reading needs it all day to test or whatever, and then math test another day, or flip, vice versa. So that's what
Okay,
I would have to say in regards to devices.
so if I'm doing, because I'm gonna do math when we go back, because the
Right,
kids have them in my room, and
right.
then do math this afternoon, and that'll give you time to see about them hard copies. Oh, she got reading and writing. So y'all gonna, ooh,
So outside of me checking with the administration, or like I said, the test not being on the same day, or moving it, to another day to where you guys can have the devices to get all your tests done in one day, and then that
that's a
being
lot. That's a lot.
that's the best solution that I have, is to say, I can, say, hey, if you need to test another day, then go ahead and test another day. That way it's all on the Chromebook.
So do you want to leave them in the room where we are now, since they already set up, and then test them this afternoon all day, and then tomorrow you keep them in your room all day?
In the afternoon.
And that means they're gonna test all day.
They're not gonna do well. They need to test in the morning. They're not gonna do well.
And so
My
then
God.
y'all figure that out, part out,
And
what
so,
that's gonna
okay,
be.
okay, all right.
Anything else? Yes, no, no. Okay. All right. Um, a couple things that I'm gonna talk about, and I have talked to administration, and so we will not be getting education guys to pay for it. You definitely can, but other than that, we must pivot. So, with that being said, the alternatives that I do have that are free, that the district is already paying for, is Freckle. This link right here is actually a virtual training. I will be going in depth on one of either the technology training or the Math Monday of the Freckle and how to use it with Renaissance. It is a 30-minute training, but the links are in there for you to take advantage of, to use as well too. In addition to that, the Student Freckle is, like I said, it's a resource that's already being paid for by the district, and it's tied. So once you have that and you create the class code and give it to the students, they can automatically use that as well. We will have presentations from Ms. Cummings and Ms. Johnson, Ms. Cummings, Mrs. Cummings for wet paint, and Ms. Johnson for Flipgrid. If you guys for math want to use the Fact Monster, you can use that as well too. In addition to that, if assignments can't be done at school, such as you're trying to do extracurricular or reinforcement assignments, just assign them for being at home. So, Mrs. Cummings, are you ready? And I'll stop sharing.
No, I have to get my stuff set up.
Okay. I'll give you a second. But the freckle I've used is really good. But like I said, it is tied to Renaissance and everything with the test that they do for BOY, MOY, and the end of the year. So if you want to go ahead and use it, I don't know if some of you guys have already started using that, but freckle does work, for reading, math, and other subjects as well too. Good morning, Dr. Harvey.
Morning. How y'all doing?
Right now, Dr. Harvey, we are waiting on Mrs. Cummings. She is going to share how she uses wet paint in her classroom.
Okay.
Mrs. Cummings,
Okay.
Okay.
I'm about to share my screen. So the presentation, I'm gonna just go through a lot of it really quick so I can get straight to the web paint portion. But the presentation was actually done by Miss Smith, my student teacher, and this is what she did with the students in class, and it was really successful. So. Okay, can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so this is one of the assignments that we actually did, or that Miss Smith actually did with the students last week, and she kind of basically just went through all of these parts. And then we got to a page like this where the students had to give different examples of singular nouns, and then we changed the singular noun to a plural noun, or no, it was a singular noun and a plural noun that the kids would give us, and then we sat there and we changed the singular noun to a pronoun, or the plural noun to a plural pronoun. So if you're using web paint, it is an extension that you have to add, and then it comes up like this, and we just kind of keep it, and we just kind of keep it at the bottom. So if you want to write, like one of the kids, we called on a student, and then the student told us they gave us an example of a singular noun. So you would have to make sure you have the pencil selected, and then you have the option to choose like what color you would like to use. And then after a kid were to give you a singular noun, you can actually write it on the screen. So Ms. Smith had it set up to where she had the examples in the anchor chart at the bottom, and then the kids had to give us examples, and we wrote that information down. And then after they gave her the singular noun, then they had to sit there and change it to a singular pronoun. And then that's when they were able to use the anchor chart at the bottom, and then we just showed them how it would change to he.
Okay.
Okay, and then whenever it's time for you to go to the next page, you would have to clear the page out, and it's this symbol at the bottom that looks like a broom sitting in a box.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you hit that, as soon as you hit the broom in the box, it'll delete everything, and then you can go to the next page.
Hey, I have a question, Ms. Cummings. The camera, does that take a picture of it, or does it save it, or do you know?
We haven't gotten that far.
And I just noticed that, and I saw it. So I was wondering if possible, like if you have a kid who is say you want to submit the work, maybe it'll take a picture of it and like a screenshot it to where you can put the name and like save it. I don't know. I just saw it under control.
Oh yeah, so we just actually tried it, and then it will, once you take a picture of it, you can either download it, print it, or you could crop that section out. So this is just something that we used with the kids during our live session because it gave us a chance to be more interactive with them and it got them engaged. So they were actually working along with us. But I guess if it's something, I don't know how it would work if the kids were using it, but if it was something that we wanted to use and just like keep track of some of their responses and how they did, and then we could go back and look at it to get ideas of how we would need to alter or change any of the lessons in the future, then we could use the camera as a snapshot.
Only thing I can think of, and I also think kind of about the whiteboard chat, they may have to just download that extension, and then if they do the work, it's come maybe settle it to the whiteboard chat to where they could take a picture of it and send it to you if you want to use that as a formative of
The
something like
whiteboard chat, we have integrated that into the lesson too, but as far as the whiteboard chat goes, like the teacher has access to go ahead and save whatever activity you've done in there. So the kids don't have to download an extension.
Okay. Cool. All right. Thank you very much for sharing. Yes, ma'am. Oh, you got a question?
I have a question.
Yes.
In the webpage, do you build your slides just like you would do if you were building a Google slide prior to presenting to the kiddos?
I don't know if you heard me.
With us, is it just like building it in a Google slide?
I can't hear you, Miss Boone. Can you hear Miss Cummings?
I can't understand or hear.
All right, hold on.
Okay, yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay, my mic was facing another direction. When you do the web paint, do you build your slide first?
Yes, you have to build it first.
Build it first and then share it. So it's very similar to using Google Slide.
Yeah, so Miss Smith, she actually built the whole presentation in Google Slides first. And then as she was going through the lesson, those stopping points where she wanted the kids to actually respond and engage and give answers, those are the slides where she may have put something down, but then while it was in presentation mode, she was able to write responses down from the students.
And you can use the web paint no matter what you're doing. Like if you're on another site, you can just do it and it doesn't matter. So it doesn't have to be used with the Google Slide particularly, but instead of like using Screen Sketch that you have at the bottom of your screen anyway, then you can use that as an option.
Yeah, it just works better with us. Oh no, you're good. It just works better with us during the in the actual Google Slides because we are still working. So the kids actually have
Okay. Thank you. All right. Now, Mrs. Johnson, are you ready to share your Flipgrid?
Oh, my computer is frozen.
Okay. Can you possibly put it up on Ms. Boone's computer?
Yeah, I guess we can pull it up.
And maybe Ms. Boone can share your screen?
Okay.
Now, while they're doing that, I've used Flipgrid, but have you guys used Flipgrid before?
Okay.
So, how did you use it, Ms. Campbell and Ms. Smith?
Well, they actually have to do it as part of the space project that I showed you guys last week that I built, the virtual field trip, and they just have to respond like what they it was like a response to one of the books that they read or one of the videos that they read about Venus and explain. So it's just a response, and then the kids can respond to each other. I've used it since I had first grade, where they will respond their I might ask them what was the beginning or the middle, or what was the problem and solution, and they can just tell me about it, or just explain something that just to give them a different thing instead of just having them write, but giving them the opportunity to speak to, because I know that's part of our help, is having them to explain, and that's a big thing for them to be able to speak and talk and complete sentences and everything. Ms. Bryan is actually using it for she had the kids doing like social studies, and they have to vote for, they had to run for president, class president. And some of the kids did some really cute videos on why they should be president, and they submitted it in Flipgrid.
Ms. Bryan, would you mind sharing the Flipgrid or somebody to share that one?
I can do it.
I can't.
And so basically, if you didn't know I haven't used Flipgrid, it looks like a lot of you guys have. It's just another way for kids to be able to listen, write, explain, and show their thinking and processes when it comes to any subject, because you can bring the content in Flipgrid because it's not content based. So you can have it for any subject. It doesn't matter what, subject it is. So we can do a comparison, and then I'll even show, because I have some that are kind of old, but I can definitely share mine as well too. You got it, Campbell?
I'm pulling it up.
You showing the social
It
studies?
just seems like I got a million courses or whatever.
Yours.
I know I don't have as much as y'all have, though.
Oh no, it's fine. That's what we just saying something current. So that way we can share what we're doing in our different classrooms. It's about everybody getting ideas together.
You get in? Here. Here, I don't think it will. Here, it's asking to sign in over here.
What's
See
wrong?
if it'll let you sign in. You got it?
Okay, I can't find it. Hold on. Oh, I know how I can do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like this.
On your Promethean board?
Yeah.
Because you can actually log into the Google Meet and then share from there on your Promethean board.
Oh, I guess I could do that.
So you can basically log into the meeting from your Promethean board, and then whatever you have on the Flipgrid, you can then share the screens. That way.
Have dual less on here. So I'm in my room, but so she has already we are able to sign in and what you call it, but it's just hard for me. I need to be able to see y'all, but I guess I don't have to. All right.
Did you get in?
Yeah. So I just need to share this.
Yes. She's in.
Okay, so she's ready to share her screen.
Yeah. Are you logged into the meeting?
She is not logged into the meeting.
Okay, so you got to go back and open another tab and log in. Find Ms. Coleman's. Open another tab. Go to your mail.
And this is what happens. Now we're working together to make it happen.
Open another tab. Go to the email. The last email Ms. Coleman sent you. Click on it. Go into the meet, and then you'll be able to share.
You ready, Cameron? No.
Oh, I'm gonna let Ms. Johnson do it since she was.
Okay. Well, then we'll do Ms. Johnson, then you, and then I'll share mine.
Okay.
All right.
And Ms. Campbell, the kids are enjoying their science project. They're enjoying what you built. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Ooh. It's about collaboration. All right, Ms. Johnson is in,
Okay.
and you can share your
I'm gonna
screen.
mute mine because we're in the same room, so we won't get feedback. I'm gonna mute me.
Right. She can go ahead and share her screen. Thank you, Ms. Bone, for helping. She got it, Ms. Bone? You got it, Ms. Johnson? Okay.
She says trying to load now.
Okay. So make sure you just click the present now at the bottom right-hand side. Hey, Ms. Smith. All righty. Next out of that. Okay, you want to tell us what you have, Ms. Johnson? What we're about to look at? Ms. Johnson, you can tell us what we're about to look at? You're on mute if you're talking. Okay, you're on mute, Ms. Johnson. I can't hear you. She needs to come off mute so she can talk.
Right now,
Okay, go ahead.
Has a glitch. So I just wanted to go ahead and say that this was not my expertise. That is why I'm really excited about this technology program that we have that's going on, so I can continue to learn. Oh, it's a lot of background noise. Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me? What background noise?
Go ahead.
All right, go ahead and play the video that you have.
Yeah, play the video.
Okay. So this again is one that I created at the beginning once the kids came back into the building face to face.
Hello, my scholars.
I'm gonna turn mine off.
You can't hear it.
I am so excited. Walking into our building on Monday. Yay! My superstars will be in the house. As you can see,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I guess it's messing up, and that may be because of the echo of being in the same room and everything. So that's okay. But I mean, thank you, Ms. Johnson, for
Sorry for all of
No,
that.
you're good. And so basically, you can share it with the team so they can see it as well too. Ms. Campbell, can you go ahead and show yours too? Maybe it'll be better because you may not be in the same room. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm sorry. So what I'm gonna do is I couldn't find Miss. It was a issue. So what I did was I'm going to show you what my students have done. If that's okay, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Definitely.
Okay.
The technology happens. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Baby, because the kids be like, Miss Campbell, you lagging. The other kids like, she can't do nothing about you lagging.
Right.
Okay. So I'm about to log in from here. So should I just hang up?
Okay, well, while you're hanging up and reconnecting, I'll share mine.
Okay, yeah, that works.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and present the screen. I have been using Flipgrid probably for 3 to 4 years at this time. Can y'all see my screen? Okay. So as you can see, I've had a lot of topics to where I have 6 different groups. And they're for different purposes and everything. I'll probably just use the one at the bottom for you guys to see. I started with the Innovate Academy, like I said, in 2018, and then just going forward. So here's where I have 8 different topics that I've used. The one that I'll show is the technology integration and just seeing what my students did and how they are, or even the entrepreneur project. So I'm gonna open it. And then from there, you can basically see that I wrote the topic name and I gave them directions, asking them a favor, and then basically letting them know that I wanted to do something with them together and them create the video. And then from there, they basically went ahead and recorded different things and they were able to view student stuff. So here you go.
Hi, my name is Emily Castillo, and I go to school 8W Jones Elementary, and I'm a student there, and I'm going to introduce you to my family. And I'm in Miss Coleman's class. This is my dad.
Hi.
This is my big brother Chris. Hi. And that is my mom. And my soon-to-come baby sister. And that was my family.
And then you can go to the next one.
Hi, my name is August Smith, and today I'm doing a video to show y'all how much I love technology. Technology has helped me over the years, and it helped me with my electronics, because sometimes my electronics will stop working, and so it helped me with games, tablets, phones, and everything. And I'm so happy because I'm better. It's better than working on a plain sheet of paper. And that's why I love technology. Bye. So,
Okay, so that's just a couple of tidbits. Now, some of y'all know August, and so how he was and how he acted and everything, but I learned using all those different things brought his behavior completely down, because that was his outlet of wanting to show what he did know and somebody kind of giving him a chance. So if you do have those kids, I use the technology to help, find out the ways to help them in whatever manners or how they're feeling. And so he was afraid to do it at first, but the more I gave him practice and time to write and allowed him to express his feelings, he was able to open up more. Campbell, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm gonna stop presenting.
Okay, so I actually went and found my ones. So what I used to have the kids do, they had to respond like what the main idea was.
Okay.
Excuse me. I hope this is. Can y'all see that? Yeah, y'all can see it. So they have to respond with the main idea. These are all old babies. They in like 4th grade.
Papa Tim lived into another house, and Cherry Sue, and he was watering his garden, and
So they had a lot going on. So they would in class, and then they would go back and they would respond to each other, and just talk about. So it just gave them, like you said, like another outlet. And then once again, it just really, I didn't realize how much it helped, like with the ELPs. Like I know I always do the writing part, but with the speaking part was just giving them an opportunity to speak, and it's kind of like they're speaking in front of people, but not really. So, so just giving them another option.
Thank you very much.
But
So,
Ms. Cole, I think a lot. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no.
A lot of because of the school, because we're doing the Schoology, the kids are putting in recordings inside of Schoology as well.
Okay.
Not that they have to go through another source.
Okay. Awesome. Alrighty. So we are now at the end of our session for today. So our next steps, I think, would be, since we're not going to be able to use Education Galaxy if you're not paying for it yourself, is to use Freckle. And again, that training is within the agenda, but I'm also, like I said, going to do an actual training on Freckle November the 30th as well, too. That will be strictly about that. So what are your guys' next steps? What are you going to do next? Or try out next?
I'm gonna try to use the Freckle more, just try to incorporate it in.
Okay.
The same. I have a question. The Freckle, we can use the deleted test, okay, to monitor the skill.
Right. So you can start with the pre-test and everything, and once you start with the pre-test, after you get all the kids in and everything, then you can use that the same way like with Education Galaxy to align whatever it is that you need to do for those skills, to scaffold those gaps, and then close the instructional gaps as well.
Okay, but this year we have available because last year they had the video, but no the assessments, only 20 assessments, something like that.
If I'm not mistaken, we have the ability for all of that.
Okay. And another question before I say, where do we have to sign? I'm sorry.
The sign-in sheet should be in the top, but if not, I will send you one.
Okay, thank you.
All righty. Anybody else for next steps? Or comments or concerns? Or what we're gonna try? Okay, flip through it. Awesome. All righty. Well, I will see you guys again on the 18th of November. Thank you for joining. Have a good day, guys.
You gonna send us the sign-in fee, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that stuff in Power School for y'all to get credit.
All right.